Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down the blueprint for how to get really good at insurance telesales and how to do it fast. We're also going to cover the big mistakes that cause most new agents to wash out so you can sidestep them right from the get-go.
All right, let's just jump right in. A massive, and I mean massive, shift has happened in the insurance world. If you look back just 2 years ago, pretty much every top producer was out in the field selling face-to-face. But today, well, the game has completely changed. A staggering 88% of the top agents are now full-time telesales producers.
This isn't just some little trend. It's more like an earthquake has hit the industry. And the most important thing to get is that adapting to this isn't just a good idea anymore. It's absolutely essential. It's about your survival and ultimately your success.
But let's be real, making that switch can be tough. For a lot of people, the biggest battle isn't the technology or the scripts, it's all mental. It's that voice in your head that you have to conquer before you even think about picking up the phone.
Many of the most successful agents out there today will tell you straight up, they were terrified of telesales at first. And that fear, it's totally normal. But it's also this powerful wall that stops so many talented people from even getting started. And it wasn't just fear. There was also this deep skepticism. The common thinking among the old school agents was that telesales was, some kind of lazy shortcut, that it was the easier, and because of that, less effective way of doing business.
But here's what's so interesting. All those beliefs, they turned out to be complete myths. Agents were worried sick about policies not sticking, about writing smaller deals, about leads costing a fortune. But the reality? Turns out when you have the right system and you're willing to put in the work, the numbers are almost exactly the same as they were in the field.
Okay, so knowing the myths isn't enough to make you successful. Because a lot of agents who try to make this jump to telesales, they fall into this really predictable trap when they try to figure it all out by themselves.
This right here, this is the classic path to burnout. It starts with an agent locking themselves away in a spare room. They'll hop on the group training call, sure, but they stay on mute the whole time, never asking a question, never participating. Then they start chasing a new secret sauce every week, and pretty soon, after a couple of bad days, they just give up.
And the stakes here are incredibly high. Get this, most people who try to learn telesales on their own, they don't make it past 3 bad days on the phone before they decide this whole thing just isn't for them. 3 bad days, that's it.
So if doing it all by yourself is the enemy, then what's the solution? Well, it comes down to a really simple but incredibly powerful guiding principle for learning this business fast.
This quote just nails it. It perfectly captures the whole idea. The absolute fastest way to learn is to put yourself in a situation where you can't hide, where what you're doing is out in the open and the feedback is coming at you constantly.
And there's a name for this. It's called immersive learning. It's the polar opposite of hiding out in a spare room with your mic on mute. It's all about learning by doing, right out in the open, with other people who are on the exact same mission as you.
Think of it like this. It's like hiring a personal trainer at the gym. I mean, you're going to get in shape way faster if you have an expert right there correcting your form on every single rep, right? It's so much better than just wandering around by yourself trying to figure it out from a YouTube video. The feedback is instant, the accountability is through the roof, and your progress just accelerates like crazy.
So here's the crucial point. In that kind of immersive environment, a mentor can listen to just one of your calls and give you one tiny piece of advice. Maybe you use a different phrase or you change your tone just slightly, and that one little tweak can instantly turn a client's no into a yes. That's the real power of live coaching. All right, now we get to the most important part, your action plan. This is a clear, step-by-step blueprint you can use to apply this principle and really put your success on the fast track.
This is basically your checklist for rapid growth. First, you have to find a group, a collaborative space where you can die alive with other people. Second, get your ducks in a row. Have your scripts and leads ready to go before you start. Third, and this is huge, just start calling. Don't wait until everything's perfect. Embrace it, it's going to be a little awkward at first. Get comfortable with getting feedback in real time. And finally, make it your mission to get a clear answer, a yes or a no from every single lead you paid for.
And if you want a concrete target, here it is. Aim for 8 full presentations every single day. And a presentation isn't just having a nice chat. We're talking about getting deep enough into the process that you're actually collecting key client info for the application, like their social security number. That's a real presentation.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. True mastery in this business, it really comes after you've done about 100 client appointments. At that point, you've pretty much seen every scenario there is. So the only question left is, Is it going to take you 2 months to get there, or is it going to take you 2 years? By jumping into immersive learning, you can shrink that timeline dramatically. The pace is entirely up to you.